right, we are back to Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. It is raining, and we're just hoping it doesn't start with any lightning. Bauxite is slowly coming out onto the field, and looks like the Leopards are trying to get through the Miners. That's never a good situation when the teams are crossing.
No, I think it's just the captains.
Well, Seth, one of the things we always do is name an ISO player of the game, and so who's your player this week?
My isolated player of the week this week is going to be number 24 outside linebacker Alex Nobles. He's a kid that you have to basically run out of the weight room. He's trying to get in there and lift after everybody else is already gone, which is great, but you don't want him to get hurt as well. But just an extremely hard-working kid who's been dedicated to this game ever since I first started coaching him when he was in the 7th grade. And he's going to play a huge part tonight. Bauxite loves to kind of run that wing tee, get misdirections going, whether it's a dive or an end around or whatever it's coming around. He's got to stay home, play good position football, and wrap up, and make good tackles tonight. So look for a big night out of number 24, Alex Nobles.
Alex Nobles, our ISO player of the game. Everybody's getting loaded up now. Seth, we've got some lightning off to the west. Seth, we're missing our inflatable. Any report on the missing inflatable?
I have none. My guess is it's raining, and the people who did it didn't want to get out and put it up. But
well, you can't really blame them.
No.
The captains for both teams are going to meet midfield for the coin toss.
Number 24, Alex Noble. Number 20, Braden Kinney.
Isolated player Alex Noble, one of our capitals.
Along with London Florence, Braden Kinney, and Parker Free are out for the coin toss. We'll sit here and see how this goes. I'm not sure your dad's been keeping the stat of who has won the coin tosses so far this season.
I couldn't tell you.
He looks toward Malvern. Looks like Malvern may have won the coin toss.
You have that in your prop bet?
Let's see. Malvern's going to defend that west goal. Malvern chose to receive the ball. Won the coin toss, chose to receive. They're going to be defending the west goal.
You always got to like that's an aggressive play call there by the coaches. That's saying we want the ball and we're going to basically try to cram it down your throat right off the bat, set the tone for the game. Normally when you win a toss, you expect to see it defer, but every once in a while, it's exciting to see confidence in your offense and see if we can't come out there and establish this run game.
Well, as Coach Scarborough has said on his show several times, the opposing offense can't score if they're not on the field, so let's keep them off the field as much as possible and let's accept this kickoff. And the Malvern Leopards take the field. It's a little quiet because of the rain. The bands and the crowd are just – there's the band.
Now, our band is covered,
just a little quiet.
So they're playing. Bauxite's band is retreated. I don't even know where they're at. They do have a nice smoke machine.
Here come the Miners with a smoke machine. And they're led out by their 104 cheerleaders. Never seen it high school with that many cheerleaders in my life.
I remember the days of when they had more cheerleaders than football
players.
Yes,
I do too. I've been to some of those games at Bauxite, and you had to wonder at what point were they going to put the cheerleaders into play. But Bauxite has had a huge turnaround under Coach Patton, who came in there from Fayetteville 3 years ago. This team didn't win a game.
Yeah. No, and, numbers were low, morale was low, and now they got big numbers in junior high, and you can look over there across the field and see they probably have more numbers than we do, actually. So he's really doing something special at Bauxite. And, I mean, heck, they were able to take now, a fellow conference member in High School Harmony Grove's head coach and make him a position coach at Bauxite. And he left voluntarily to do that. So
wow.
that tells you what they got going on at Bauxite. Yeah, that's Paul Kelly, former coach at Bryant, and then went down to Haskell Harmony Grove and decided he was going to take a principal job and coach offensive line at Bauxite.
Yeah, congratulations for him.
A lot of head coaching experience on that Bauxite coaching staff.
Well, Bauxite's ready to kick this ball away to start the football game. Malvern ready to receive. Receivers from Malvern back to the 20. Not just a real deep drop. There's a kick. Kick is away. It's a high kick. It's going to be taken at the 27-yard line. Leopard looking for some room. Gets across the 35. It's going to get down to about the 37-yard line. Malvern will begin this game 1st and 10 from their 37-yard line.
Yeah, that was Parker Freer. I was actually beginning to wonder if he was ever going to come up and get it. That ball was just kind of floating in the air. It was going right over that level in front of Parker, and finally he comes up, catches the ball on the run, gets a nice little return. Good starting field position for the Leopards.
Well, Seth, it'll be interesting to see who starts at tailback. We've kind of heard that London Florence will get some playing time again this week, but it looks like it's Freer's going to be alone in the backfield. We saw that set many times last week. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Freer alone in the backfield. 1st and 10, ball at the Malvern 37-yard line. Out pass to London Florence, who is a little wet, and he decided to try to run before he secured the ball. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Malvern.
Yeah, you look up, that's a pre-snap call. You see that they're playing off on London right there, so he just runs a quick little 5-yard stick. Parker does a good job putting the ball there, but wet ball plus not looking it all the way in is not a good start. So 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Leopards. Second play of this game. Florence in the backfield with Parker Freer.
Rain is picking up.
It is picking up. Parker's going to keep the ball, look for a little bit of running room. He's not going to find any. Looks like he may have lost a yard on that play. He's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Leopards.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to run an option to the left side, and I guess Parker must have seen something quick because he pretty much took it straight up field, and the hole must have closed really, really fast because they hit him for a loss.
3rd and 11 for the Leopards. They've backed up to their own 36-yard line. Play being sent in from the sideline. Parker alone in the backfield. We've got trips to the right, twins to the left. Play clock down to 5. Got a whistle on the play.
Usually an indication for that is a false start.
We got a false start against the Leopards. It's going to back them up 5, bring up 3rd and 16 for Malvern.
There is flashes all around us, but it must be far enough away where it's not an issue.
Now the rule, Seth, is what, within 8 miles?
Anything within, always get confused. Every time it strikes, you have 30 minutes. Is that what it is?
That is. Once again, empty backfield. Parker looking to pass. Got a little bit of pressure. He's got a man open. Just overthrows him at the 48-yard line. Puts the Leopards in punting situation. 4th and 16.
Yeah, that was DeCoven Blackman, and it was kind of a weird route. He broke open and almost looked like it was supposed to be a fade, and Parker lets it go. DeCoven almost looked like he had kind of quit running, and Parker overthrows him a little bit, but, I mean, had that connected, it was 6. It was wide open.
There was nobody back there with him. Michael Cervantes is on to punt. Decent snap. Cervantes gets the ball away. It's low, but it's going to hit and take a forward roll. Going to roll down to the 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, we're blessed he got that punt off. They got pressure quick right up the middle and had a guy who had to be within a fingertips range of blocking that punt. So nice job of Michael of holding his own and getting the punt off, and really a pretty decent punt at that.
Bauxite Miners will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. We've just started this game, 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and there's no score. First possession for Bauxite. Once again, they've been at wing T, so watch carefully. So the quarterback kept it. Ball may have bobbled, acting a little bit like it was loose. I didn't see a beanbag, though.
No, we didn't have the best view there because the line blocked it, but I guess it is a fumbled snap from what we're hearing. Because it definitely looked weird. It looked like he just basically ran over 2 yards and dove.
Fell down, yeah. There's going to be a loss of a long 1 on that play. Let's call it 2. 2nd and 12 for the Miners. The ball at their own 28-yard line.
Regardless, positive start for the defense. Now you got them working in a long yardage situation here and getting them behind the chains. Got to keep them that way.
Bauxite, you'll see that formation all night long, that wing T formation. Handoff to the tailback over the right-hand side. It broke a tackle. It's going to fall forward for about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up third down for the Miners.
Yeah, I think that was actually our isolated player, Alex Noble, broke through and had a chance at him right there in the backfield. They were just able to elude his tackle, but still not just a gigantic gain. Still going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Bauxite Miners. Ball at their own 33-yard line. Play gets sent in the sideline. Everybody looks at a wristband. We need a wristband.
I need one.
There's a handoff, hand up right off the middle. Well, may have been the quarterback following the fullback on that. It's going to pick up 3 on the play. Going to be short of the first down. It looks like a 4th and 3 for the Bauxite Miners.
Yeah, that was a quarterback power. You just fake to the running back, and then you follow in right behind him. He becomes the lead blocker. Now Bauxite kind of in an interesting situation. Looks like they're going to go for it, though.
4th and 2. Ball at their own 38, and yes, they're going for it.
Got to be disciplined. Don't jump off sides. Watch the ball.
And they do. Quarterback keeps it, falls forward. And once again, faked it out the announcer to hand off to the fullback, and he's found a seam, running room, and it's going to be a touchdown for Bauxite.
Actually, I don't think he faked you out. I think he just popped out of the pile somehow and took off running. That was the quarterback, McDowell.
Sure looked like he went down. 8:40 left to go in this first quarter. Bauxite strikes first, 6-0 for the Bauxite Miners on a run of about 60 yards.
And that, really hurts double just because you got them in a 4th and 2 and your own, own end of the field. You have a chance to really put a positive play on there, and not only do they pick up the first down, but they get all the way for a touchdown.
All right, Seth. Looks like Bauxite's in that swinging gate. Don't get caught watching the paint dry for those who watch Hoosiers. Direct snap, and he's going to walk in for the 2-point conversion. Bauxite's going to go up 8-0 over the Malvern Leopards in the first quarter, and we'll be back after this.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
All right, Leopard fans, we are back after an almost, you're the math guy, about an hour and 45-minute weather delay. It was a lot of lightning, a lot of water. The water really doesn't matter. It's the lightning that we'll try to avoid. But both teams have come back on the field. The announcement has been made that we're going to have a 9:05 kickoff. Just to bring you back up to speed, we have 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bauxite had just taken the ball for about a 60-yard touchdown run in the opening drive. Malvern is not even Malvern took the ball so long ago. Malvern did take the ball in the opening kickoff and had to punted to Bauxite. Bauxite, third play of their drive, fourth play of their drive was 4th and 2. Went for 60 yards for a touchdown after the back broke through the initial surge of the defense. Had a real kind of nice little thunderstorm roll through, lots of lightning, but it is past. It looks like it's going to be gone the rest of the night. So, Seth, as a coach and as a player, how do you start out, come out and play for 3 minutes, and turn around and go back in the locker for an hour and 45 minutes, and then come back and try to recoup that?
That is a tough question to answer, because really you go in and you don't know how long it's going to be. You're trying to use the space you can and get everybody off their feet, and then as it gets closer, you want to try to kind of get up and start getting loose again. And you're going to have a little bit of a warm-up, but I'm sure these kids, they had the door open. They were looking out at the field. The field was bubbling. Malvern's sideline was underwater. They probably all mentally checked out thinking there's no chance we're going to play this game.
Well, I don't think they were the only ones, Seth. I think a lot of folks, especially in the press box, thought we were done for the evening.
Well, the one positive that you could spin from Malvern is, you're coming off kind of a negative with a Bauxite long touchdown, and now you almost get a chance to reset. So you never know what the mentality is going to be of Bauxite now, and this could turn out to benefit Malvern if we can come out and punch them in the mouth right off the bat.
Absolutely. Malvern will start this redo, this mulligan with the ball. Bauxite, I don't believe, had kicked off to Malvern yet.
No, I believe the 2-point conversion was run, and then I think that's when they called
announced the delay. So just real quick, there's some very interesting scores in the 7-4A tonight. Seth, I don't know if you checked those out. And I'm not sure, is it Haskell, Harmony Grove, Haskell, Benton, Harmony Grove? They have more names than the Razorbacks have quarterbacks.
I've heard Haskell Harmony Grove and Benton Harmony Grove before.
Okay, well, Harmony Grove is up over Ashdown, 22-13.
Wow. That's a heck of a way to start your 7-4A conference.
That is. Arkadelphia is up over Nashville, 17-14 at half.
Good game.
And, of course, these games probably have progressed since we've last looked. And Robinson was up over Fountain Lake 14-0. So some good games in the 7-4A, I believe. Maybe Robinson and Fountain Lake that had a delay as well. So we'll go back and check those. Just to kind of bring you back around to refresh your memories, we hope you we know you probably didn't sit there and look at the computer for an hour and 45 minutes with your headphones on listening to dead air.
Probably not.
But we hope you're back. And if you're not, well, you're missing us.
Yeah.
You don't care what we're saying. But kind of refresh. This is the 7-4A conference opener for both these teams. Bauxite comes in 3-0 after probably a little weaker of a non-conference schedule than Malvern. Malvern comes in with a non-conference schedule of 0-3, but they play a 5A school and a 6A school. And both those schools are going to have a lot of success in their conferences too.
Yep.
And, of course, with it being the conference opener, it's all 0-0. These are the ones who count.
It is. And, kids' natural mentality, we did end up having one common opponent in the preseason, which was Glen Rose. So it's natural as a kid to look at, score comparison, and that's kind of how you build your opinion on how the game's going to go. But like they say, you never know what's going to happen until you play the game.
We're trying to get it played.
Yeah, we're trying very hard. The rain is starting to pick up a little bit, but rain is not the issue. It is the lightning.
We certainly believe that it has moved off. I tell you, I was sitting up here just kind of watching the rain and watching the field, and I know Mr. Golden, the Malvern superintendent, was out walking the field. But it's amazing how this field drains water. There was a lot of water in about an hour and a half time period, and there's no standing water on this field pretty much anywhere that you look right now. And that's pretty amazing considering what we just went through. Yeah,
the craziest thing is when you look out there and the turf is bubbling from the water getting underneath it, and you look out there and there's just giant bubbles almost out on the field.
Islands in the middle of the
there is
puddles.
You just look at it and you think there's no way we're playing football tonight, but you give it 20 minutes and the water recedes and the field is flat again, and we're getting ready to play football.
We're getting ready to play some football. Malvern's already out there in kickoff formation, ready to accept this kick from Bauxite, and it's just a little bit like deja vu. I think we've already done this once before.
Yeah.
It's almost like the episode of Dallas. I think that first part was just a dream. We're waking up from the dream, and now we're gonna have some football.
Are we trying to figure out who shot JR?
Yeah, still. No, it was Sue Ellen's crazy sister, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Are you even old enough to know what Dallas is?
I saw the new edition of Dallas.
You haven't seen Dallas?
Probably not.
No. Charlene Tilton. Well, anyway.
You just basically said something that I have no idea.
No idea. Absolutely. It's like pop the clutch.
That's
standard.
3
yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. I'm with you there.
Seth and I will definitely show you the difference in our ages as you listen to us long enough. And enough of that. Bauxite's going to come out and kick off this ball to restart this game. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bauxite with an 8-0 lead over the Malvern Leopards, and they're kicking off after a score.
what is the longest first half I've ever been a part of.
Teeing the ball up for
First quarter,
Bauxite
even.
is number
And it's
9,
still not over.
Turner Southern.
Not even close.
There's the kick is away. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line by Malvern up over the 20. Find some running room, find some blockers. Got his team. It's going to be a foot race. He's out to the 40, 45, 50. He's inside Bauxite territory.
That should be a flag.
And he is going to be tackled out of bounds, and we should see a flag. Malvern is trying to encourage the officials to throw that flag, and I don't see anything, Seth. He
Yeah.
looked like he was 5 yards on the sidelines.
I mean, he engaged him while he was in bounds, but he finished the tackle and drove him into the ground a good 5 yards out of bounds, which has got the Malvern sideline very fired up right now. That was K.J. Burks on the return.
That's K.J. Burks on the return. Nice return there by K.J. Return of about 40 yards. And Malvern's going to have the ball 1st and 10, ball at the Bauxite 44-yard line. And, Seth, that's what they needed.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a shot of adrenaline straight into the veins.
Empty backfield. Parker Freer in quarterback. Drops back. He's looking to pass. He's got a man open on the
Wide
fly
open.
pattern. He's wide open and just
Oh, gosh.
through the hands of the receiver. Looked like a pretty good pass there by Parker.
I mean, it's just a fade right down the field. He had 3 steps over the defender and just unable to haul it in. Looked like it went right through his hands.
You got to love that play call, though. You get a great return by KJ, and you try to go for the dagger right there.
It's hard to remember. That's twice we've had a guy running wide open down the middle of the field. Haven't been able to connect either time.
2nd 10, empty backfield once again for Freer. Looking for the out pass. He's going to tuck it on the quarterback draw. He's got lots of running room. Gets out over to down to the 28-yard line. Picks up almost 15 on the play. 1st down for the Leopards inside the Bauxite 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was just a tremendous play call there. They catch Bauxite just being a little bit too aggressive and use that to their advantage, run that quarterback right up the middle through the first level and gets a nice 15-yard gain.
Well, and Bauxite thinks they need to take a timeout and think about it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this.
We're not flashy, not loud, not overexposed.
What Western Sizzlin offers is the best family dining value in town, period. Steaks, chicken, and fish, and the largest salad, food, and dessert bar for miles around. All priced for a family budget. This is what we've been and always will be, and we're very proud of it. Come eat with us at your hometown, Western Sizzlin in Arkansas.
We are back after the Bauxite timeout. Malvern Leopards seem to have gained some momentum in this game. 1st and 10 inside Bauxite territory at the Bauxite 21. Malvern Leopards doing a good job of moving the ball right now.
Well, don't be shocked if you don't see another shot down the field right here.
Empty backfield for Freer. And there you go, Seth. Nice call. Got another one.
Oh, that's a push off.
And that looked like that defensive back did push off, and no flag. The officials, I don't think they brought the flags out of the rain delay with them.
Well, that's a fade route to Christian Warren down the sideline, and he got inside position. The defender pushes him away and has a chance at an interception and almost came up with it. And if he would have got that interception, it would have just been horrible.
That would have been an awful break. 2nd and 10. Malvern Leopards have the ball at the Bauxite 29-yard line. We got 8:10 left to go in this first quarter. H-back comes into position. Parker's going to follow him. Bounces to the right, finds some running room. He picks up about 5 on the play. Nice run there by Freer. Bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Leopards.
Yeah, bring Malachi Asher into the backfield right before the play. Kind of follow him as the lead blocker. Parker, a very elusive runner, is good in space. If there's a guy out there, he does a really good job making the first man miss and picks up 5.
Empty backfield again for Freer. 3rd and 5 for the Leopards. Ball at the Bauxite, inside the Bauxite 25-yard line. Looking for a change of play from the coach. Play clock's down to 7. Freer takes the snap. He's got some running room. Looks like he's going to get close to a 1st down inside the Bauxite 20. Just going to depend on the spot of the official.
I think he's going to be just slightly short.
The gain is near the 20-yard line. It's spotted just short of the first down.
Just short of the first down, so we'll have a 4th and half a yard.
It's 4th and inches.
4th and inches, ball at the inside the Bauxite 20. And I believe this is a no-brainer, Seth. Leopards are going to go for it here.
No, you got a great kicking game, but right now you got momentum. You want to try to seize this and keep it going.
In that power full backfield there, Parker's going to follow those 3 big.
Got it easy.
Got it real easy, following those big, almost like 3 guards there in the backfield. He picks up 3 on the play, which is a first down for the Leopards. Going to move the chains. First and 10 for Malvern. Ball at the Bauxite 17-yard line.
I know it's been a while, but one of the guys who came in the backfield and was the lead blocker there was our isolated player, Alex Nobles.
That's right. We do need to remind everybody that Alex Nobles is our isolated player. Very good. First and 10 for the Leopards. Ball at the Bauxite 17-yard line. Leopards got a really good drive going here. It's Florence in the backfield with Freer. Handoff up the middle, finds a seam, spins, fighting for yardage, gets inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. Going to be awfully close to a first down.
It is going to be a first down. This is kind of what we were talking about. This rain delay kind of comes out, and Malvern comes out looking like they're ready to play. Bauxite's heads are kind of hanging, and right now we're just running over them.
First and goal for the Leopards. Ball at the Bauxite 7-yard line after a 10-yard pickup by Florence. Handoff again right up the middle. It's going to be caught in the backfield. Tries to slip a tackler, but he's going to be dropped for a bit of a loss. Still second and goal. Loss of 2 on the play.
You're going to see us come back to that play later. They crashed hard on Florence there. Expect Parker to pull it out here in a second and have a wide open running lane to the outside.
5:50 left to go in this first quarter. Bauxite 8-0 over the Leopards, but the Leopards are threatening. Inside the Bauxite 10. Second down. Parker keeps it, rolls his right. He's got a man open and just overthrows the receiver. Drops incomplete. 3rd and goal at the 9.
Yeah, that time you get a little play action. You had Christian Warren in the back of the end zone wide open, and you had Malachi Asher running an out route, and he was open too, but Freer was just under tremendous pressure and unable to get the ball out on accurate on the line just because of the pressure. So that was a good, not sack, but a good coverage play by the defense there.
3rd and goal for the Leopards. Ball at the Bauxite 9-yard line. Leopards looking to answer the Bauxite touchdown that occurred almost 2 hours ago. Empty backfield, trips to the left, twins to the right. Man in motion for the jet sweep fake. Parker's going to keep it himself. We got a flag in the backfield. And
in the area, but would be holding.
There is a flag on the play.
Not holding. It looks like a legal shift.
Legal shift's going to move it back 5 yards.
They're saying Parker stepped up to catch the snap.
Whitehat's explaining to the Leopard coaching staff why he's making this call.
We had a man in motion, and then Parker moved before the snap.
So they're saying there's two men in motion. Well, that's going to back it up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal. Ball at the Bauxite 14-yard line.
That's going to be declined.
And it's going to be declined, so it brings up a 4th. And Parker picked up 3 on the play, so it'll be a 4th and goal from the 7. And Michael Cervantes comes on to attempt a field goal.
Leg won't be the issue. The thing that you've got to watch here is a wet ball on the snap and the hold. So if we get those down, we'll feel pretty good about the kick.
Cervantes lined up for a 24-yard field goal. Ball's down, kick is up, and all of it went well. 5:31 left to go in the first quarter. Malvern answers, Bauxite 8, Malvern Leopards 3, and we will be back after this.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Casasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
We're not flashy, not loud, not overexposed.
What Western Sizzlin offers is the best family dining value in town, period. Steaks, chicken, and fish, and the largest salad, food, and dessert bar for miles around. All priced for a family budget. This is what we've been and always will be, and we're very proud of it. Come eat with us at your hometown, Western Sizzlin in Arkansas.
We are back to Claude Mann Stadium. Coach David Alpe field. Malvern Leopards cut the Bauxite lead 8-3 on a Michael Cervantes field goal. One of the things I want to encourage you to do is when you hear these ads, please go do business with the folks who support the Leopards and make sure that we take care of the folks that are taking care of our athletic department. Cervantes is on to kick this ball away.
Wouldn't it be crazy just to expect an onside kick here?
That would be, but Cervantes sticks a foot in it, drives the Bauxite Miner into the end zone, and they're going to let him come out.
That's a touchback.
He comes out to the 25-yard line. As my partner says, in high school football, if a foot if goes back in that end zone, it's a touchback. He had both feet in the end zone. They're not going to call him down. They're going to let him bring it out to the 25. Bauxite will have the ball first and 10 from their own 25.
Coach Scarborough's out there telling but you're standing on the goal line.
Ball was in the end zone, but it will be ran out to the 26-yard line.
PA announcer giving him a little grief
Just
there.
a little commentary there from PA announcer.
Yeah, we must think that we're pros or something. High school rules don't apply to us.
Here we go, first and 10. Bauxite with the ball with their own 25-yard line. There they go on that wing T formation. And we got flags.
False start. Whoa, what?
Well, it looks like they're illegal procedure against Bauxite. Sure looked like the line judge pointing toward the Leopards, but they're going to back Bauxite up 5. Have a first and 15 for the Miners. And the rain's picking up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be steady rain all night. As the fans must really enjoy the rain.
They're here. Everybody came back from Bauxite. First and 15, Bauxite at their own 21-yard line. And that wing T handoff. Quarterback keeps it. Falls forward to the 25-yard line. Picks up the penalty yardage and bring up a second and almost 10.
Yeah, McDowell, he just does a really good job. He fakes that handoff and just gets right behind that runner, just using him as a blocker. And, he takes on the first hit, and McDowell just squeezes his body through and picks up a few more yards.
Bauxite comes to the line, 2nd and 11 at their 25. Handoff up the middle, but he's going to be stopped by the middle of that defensive line. Nice play there by the Malvern defense. No yardage on that play. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, try to go to the fullback right up the middle right there. And Lambell looks like he's the first one there. He just wasn't going anywhere. He stuffed it.
3rd and 11 for the Miners. Ball at their own 25-yard line. 4:20 left to go in this first quarter. Quarterback with the toss left, got a little bit of room, but he's going to be hit, taken down. Flag on the play. We're certainly hoping that's a hold.
Yeah, it's a hold. You want to decline.
Yep, that's a hold, a preliminary signal by the White Hat. Decline that, and you've got a 4th and 10 for the Miners.
There's a flag on the play. Holding against Bauxite, that penalty will be declined.
Right now, I'm telling you that I don't know what we did during the rain delay, but we came out fired up, and Bauxite is not looking like the same team that came out to start this game.
Two different teams. Bauxite's going to punt this ball away. Making some personnel changes for the Leopards. A little bit of confusion there.
This is a miss.
4th and 10 for the Leopards. For the Miners. There's a snap and a punt. High punt. And he's going to fair catch it and bobbles it. Luckily falls on it at the Malvern Leopard 43-yard line. Looked like a fair catch. May have been one of those North Texas fair catches.
That's it. I mean, you got people bearing down on you with a wet ball. That's just that's a tough catch to make.
Everything ends up okay for Malvern. The receiver recovers his own bobble. Malvern have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
That was Christian Warren. I think he got the air knocked out of him a little bit, diving on that football. Looks like he's a little labored right now.
Parker Freer in at quarterback. Once again, that empty backfield set, trips to the right, twins to the left. Parker looking to pass. Got a man down the sideline, Dallas Lewis. And they're going to flag him because obviously the Bauxite miner knocked his arms down before the ball got there.
Really what happens here is Dallas has his man beat. The ball is underthrown just a little bit, and because it's underthrown a little bit, Dallas slows down to try to make the catch. The Bauxite kid keeps running and goes right into him and knocks his arms down. So the underthrow actually caused the penalty there.
15-yard penalty against Bauxite moves Malvern inside Bauxite territory down to the Bauxite 42-yard line.
But it's obvious right now that we're going to be able to take shots tonight. We're just going to have to start making connections on them.
Empty backfield once again for Freer. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Freer alone in the backfield, man in motion. H-back sets up behind the guard. Freer back to pass, is going to do the quarterback draw, finds a little bit of running room. Picks up 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Leopards.
Yeah, Parker catches the snap. He's looking for a hole to open up. At some point, you just got to tuck it and get what you can get, which is what he finally does. But really, there was actually pretty good blocking by the line there. You're just going to have to make a decision and go a little bit quicker. But that's your 3 yards in a cloud of dust, I suppose.
3 yards in a cloud of pellets.
I don't know if you've seen dust with how wet it is.
That's right. Pellets or dust. 2nd and 7 for the Leopards. Ball at the Bauxite 39-yard line. We got 3:20 left to go in this first quarter. Florence in the backfield with Freer. Freer running the option, going to keep it over the right-hand side. Going to pick up about 6 on the play. Just short, it looks like, a first down marker.
Afraid there might be a hold here.
Yeah, there is flags on the play. And they're backing the Leopards up. Holding against the Leopards.
With the exception of the hold, it was a good decision by Parker Freer there running the option. He sees a lane open up to the inside. He does a really good job of getting upfield. And what would have been a huge gain now negated by the hold.
Penalty takes the ball back to the Bauxite 48-yard line. Malvern had the ball 2nd and 16 from the Bauxite 47. Bunch on the right. Single receiver to the left. Got another whistle, another flag. Looks like the refs found their flags, Seth.
Yeah, right now we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Back-to-back penalties.
Backing the Leopards up 5. Back into Leopard territory. 2nd and 21. Ball at the Leopard 47-yard line.
Well, it's important to remember right now you don't have to get all 21 back in one play. Just try to make a positive play, and hopefully 3rd down get another positive play, and then you can make a decision from there.
Empty backfield for Freer. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Freer takes the snap, looks, getting pressure. He evades it, still looking, rolling to his right, throws the ball. Really tried to just get that ball away before the sack. Nice headsy play there by Freer. Still 3rd and 21 for the Leopards.
Yeah, he bought about as much time as he was possibly going to buy. He was running into the sideline just out of time. Tries to get the ball down to where Christian Warren can get it, but really it was kind of just a throwaway.
2:45 left to go in this first quarter. This first quarter has only taken 2 hours and 22 minutes to get completed. We're still not done with it. For those of you who are just joining us, we had about an hour and 45-minute lightning delay. 3rd and 21 for the Leopards. Ball at their own 47. Empty backfield. Parker back to pass. Is getting a little bit of time. Throws the ball. Has a man at the 41-yard line. It's a catch. pickup of, quick, Seth, what was that, 13 on the play?
Yeah, that's Dante Reed running a comeback route. Really a pretty good route. Only problem was that by the time he caught the ball, he was right by the sideline. Didn't really have a chance to stick his foot in the ground and get upfield. But got a little bit of the penalty yardage back, and now if nothing else, you can play a little bit more of a field position game.
Exactly. 4th and 8 for the Leopards. The ball at the Bauxite 41. Cervantes on to punt to Bauxite.
If nothing else, a wet ball on a punt is a dangerous thing to try to catch.
Snap, punts away. Nice punt. It's going to hit and roll, but it's going to stop. Looks like they're going to down the ball right at the 1 yard line.
They're going to say it was first touched around the 3.
Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 3 yard line. Nice punt by Cervantes. Nice coverage by the Leopards to trap Bauxite back in their own territory, giving Bauxite 97 yards to go for a score.
As a punt returner, you kind of put your heels on the 10 yard line. If it's going over your head, you really don't want to fool with it. You want to hope that it goes into the end zone. That time Malvern did a really good job of getting the coverage team down there and recovering it before it got into the end zone. And like you said, long field for Bauxite.
2:27 left to go in the first quarter. Bauxite 1st and 10 from their own 3 after a great special teams play by the Malvern Leopards. Officials are trying to keep those balls dry. Bauxite in that wing T formation. Quarterback handed off the ball to the fullback. It's hard to see the way they run those plays, Seth. But tailback takes it up to the middle of the line. He doesn't really get anywhere.
I'm not sure who got him, but somebody hit the quarterback as he's trying to make the handoff. He had to full extend just to get the handoff off, and then had about 3 Leopards in the hole ready to meet him, one of them being our isolated player, Alex Noble.
Well, they're going to give him about 1.5 yards on that play. 2nd and a long 8 for Bauxite. Ball just inside their own 5 yard line. Bauxite in that wing T. Quarterback keeps the ball over the left-hand side. Got a little bit of some running room, but he's going to be tackled at the 10. Picks up 5 on the play. Bring up a 3rd down for Bauxite.
Yeah, that had the makings of looking like he was about to squirt out, and just a really good job of getting your arms on and keeping that wrap up on the tackle to get him down. Bringing up a 3rd and 3. If you can make a stop here, you're almost assured they're going to punt being this deep in their own territory.
3rd and 3, Bauxite at their own 10 yard line. We got 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he's going to be dropped, look like behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep, he's going to be short.
Wouldn't be surprised if he even got back to the line of scrimmage. Jason Lambell on that play. Nice defensive stand there by the Leopards to keep the Miners in their own territory.
Yeah, just tremendous push by the D-line right there, getting into the backfield and making a sure tackle.
4th and 3 for Bauxite. Ball at their own 10 yard line.
I'd imagine that the block would be on here. Christian Warren needs to really be careful with this ball. It's going to be a high punt. Bobbled the last one.
Inside a minute left to go in this first quarter. Decent snap. Punter gets the ball away. It's kind of a low knuckleball. Going to let it hop and let it roll. It's not going to roll. That rolls farther than I thought it would be on a wet field. It's going to roll all the way down to the 32. Malvern will still have decent field position. For this drive, they'll start at their own 31 yard line. 38 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Malvern had the ball 1st and 10 from their own 31.
Now, one thing you got to remember, wet turf is a lot different than wet field. Wet field, it probably wouldn't have gone very far. Wet turf, the ball seems to skip across it.
Well, Seth, this may surprise you, but I never played on turf.
Yeah, well, we
were lucky to play on grass.
Being a soccer coach, if you ever get on a wet turf field, we teach our kids to drive the ball low because that ball just goes
like skipping a rock.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I've learned something tonight. 1st and 10. Empty backfield. Twins left. Trips right, man in motion on a jet sweep. Parker keeps it. He's kind of hit at the line of scrimmage. He's spinning, trying to get loose, but he's going to be dropped for a small loss.
A little bit of home cooking. We still have not started the clock.
Is
still not running.
Is Mike Chance down there running that clock?
I don't know who's running the clock.
We're gonna pick on that.
We still haven't ran the clock. There it goes finally.
I am sure the weather had something to do with that. That would not be operator error at all. I'm going to defend whoever's down there.
Yeah.
Second and 11 for the Leopards. Ball at their own 30. 22 seconds left to go. This will probably be the last play of a very long first quarter. Empty backfield. Trips right. Twins left. And we got a whistle.
That was a late.
It was a very late whistle. Looks like a legal procedure against the Leopards. Not sure I saw that, Seth.
I didn't see it either. And I can tell you this. I don't think I've ever seen it be 2 seconds into a live play before the whistle's blown and called. That's usually a dead ball immediately.
Going to back it up 5. Takes a 2nd and 11 to a 2nd and 16 for the Leopards. 10 seconds left in this first quarter. And I'm guessing
we don't have to run a play.
Don't have to run a play. Empty backfield, down 2-1. And I think that's going to be the end of the longest first quarter I have ever been a part of. After 2 hours and 28 minutes, we have come to the second quarter. We're going to hear some words from our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Teal Dentistry is a proud supporter of Malvern Athletics. Doctors Jesse and Matt Teal provide a full family dentistry service. From checkups to cleanings to dentures, Teal Dentistry loves working with patients of all ages and strives to make every smile bright. Stop by and meet the friendly staff at Teal Dentistry and let them brighten your smile. Teal Dentistry, 927 South Main Street in Malvern, or call for an appointment, 501-337-9559.
And we are back to Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field, where the Bauxite Miners lead the Malvern Leopards 8-3. We have had, if you're wondering why it's 9:30 and we're just now starting the second quarter, if you're just now joining us, shame on you.
How dare you give up on us?
How dare you sit and listen to dead air for an hour and 45 minutes. We had an hour and 45-minute lightning delay, and we just wrapped up the first quarter. Starting the second quarter, and Malvern starts the ball 2nd and 16 at their own 25-yard line. Freer and I believe that's Florence in the backfield. Fake handoff, play action pass. Parker trying to evade some tackles. He's going to get dropped right about line of scrimmage. They bring up a 3rd and 16 for the Leopards.
Yeah, he was pressured immediately, trying to get the ball out, sees the pocket collapse, basically just tries to scramble and get what he can get. And, does a good job of really just getting back to the line of scrimmage and living to fight another day.
3rd and 16 for the Leopards, ball at their own 25-yard line. And the rain, it's raining steadily. Sometimes it's a little harder than other times, but it's a steady rain. But so far, we really haven't seen any types of miscues because of the weather.
We're going to have to take a timeout here.
Yeah, play clock down to 1. Leopards are going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett. I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
We are back to Claude Mann Stadium, and Seth's got an interesting score update for us.
Oh, yeah, 7-4-A scores right now in the fourth quarter. It's Haskell Harmony Grove, as listed by Fearless Friday.
Yeah, I think they're right.
36, Ashdown 20, Nashville 28, Arkadelphia 17 in the third quarter. And still in the second quarter, Robinson 14, Fountain Lake 0.
Well, back to action on the field. Very interesting scores there in the 7-4A, but as we say, 7-4A is the best football conference in Arkansas high school football. Parker looking for the out pass. Got a man open at the 25. He's got a little bit of running room. Gets across the 35 down to the 37. Picks up the yardage lost. Gets back inside the sticks. Bring up 4th and 9 for the Leopards.
Yeah, good screen pass out there to Christian Warren. For a brief second, it looked like he had a lane. Bauxite did a really nice job of closing down and making the stop before Warren had any kind of open field in front of him.
Michael Cervantes on to kick this ball away. High floating snap. Cervantes handles it, gets a punt away, kind of a knuckleball, and it's going to hit and roll. And what we've learned, it's going to let roll for a while inside the 10. And Bauxite's going to start with not so good field position again. They're going to have the ball at their own 7-yard line to start this drive.
I tell you what, if I'm Scarborough right there, I'm having a little conversation with Cervantes. Every time they've been in his face, that time everybody turned and ran before he punted the ball. If he would have taken off running, there's no telling. He may still be running. Regardless, it was a great punt. I'm not trying to take away from that, but I was shocked. Normally you hear the boom and then you turn and run, but Bauxite just turned and hightailed out.
They bailed. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that they're going to file that away for future reference. Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own. I think they spotted it at the 8. So 1st and 10 from their own 8. And raindrops keep falling on everybody's head. We got 10:22 left to go in this first half. Bauxite up 8-3 over Malvern.
It's better than raining men, I suppose.
Absolutely. Bauxite in that wing T formation. Just watch closely is all I can say. Don't listen to me. Hand off the fullback up the middle. He's hit by the middle of that defensive line. Nice push there by the defensive line. He's going to pick up 2 yards on that play, bring up a 2nd and 2.
We got more than that.
Yeah, he did. They're going to give him more than that. Looks like he picked up almost a long 3. I don't want to give him quite 4.
The runner was doing a good job of pushing the pile, and then Jacoby Hart comes up from safety and lays the wood and drives it backwards. Nice play there by Hart.
2nd and 6 for Bauxite. Ball at their own 11-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep the ball, fall behind that fullback. And what we're seeing out of Bauxite really is a 3 yards and a cloud of dust offense. Quarterback picks up about 3 on the play, almost 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Miners.
Same situation here, though. If you can find a way to get a stop with them being deep in their own territory, you're going to get good field position again. Need a good push from the defensive line here.
3rd and 2 for the Miners. Ball at their own 15-yard line. Hand off to the fullback, and they're going to push him back.
Ooh, he should be short.
It should be short, but
wow, that's a really favorable spot.
That is a very favorable spot, but still is going to be short. Had to have gotten almost to the 18-yard line, and they're going to spot it right at the 16. So they're going to give him a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and 1 for Bauxite.
So far, Bauxite gives the appearance they're going for it. Got to be disciplined here and watch the ball. Make sure they're not just trying to draw you off.
And it looks like they're going to try to draw the Leopards off, or they're going for it on 4th and 1. Ball at their own 16-yard line. Quarterback lays on top of that big old center, rides him forward. And they're going to say he got enough for 1st down. What a brave call there by the Bauxite Miners to go for it on 4th and 1 that far deep in their own territory.
Yeah, really good push from the center there. Quarterback just got right up under and rode him for about a good 2 yards. That was just a great individual play there.
1st and 10 for the Miners. Ball right inside their own 20. Wing T formation. We'll be seeing it all night long. Quarterback takes the ball, hands off the tailback over the right-hand side, gets a little bit of blocking. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. 2nd down.
Right now, Malvern's defense is doing a very good job of staying home, not chasing any kind of misdirection, and you're seeing success. I mean, you're at least forcing a 3rd down every single time. Last time we got all the way to a 4th down, so you just keep battling each time, and, maybe you'll make something happen.
2nd and 7 for Bauxite. Ball at their own 22-yard line. Looks like the ball fell on the ground. There's a fumble. The Leopards are saying they got it.
We got it.
And they're saying the officials agree with the Leopards. Leopard ball after the fumbled snap. And first thing we've seen, rain affected right there. The exchange between the center and the quarterback.
There for a minute, the referees got together, and I was having flashbacks of last year's Bauxite game.
Well, that's true, and we haven't touched on that at all, even though I did think I mentioned it during the coaches' show. A little home cooking at Bauxite last year, but we won't dwell on that. Leopards have the ball 1st and 10 at the Bauxite 23 after the turnover. Now the Leopards need to take advantage of that.
Oh, absolutely. You got to strike while the iron's hot right here.
Parker Freer, quarterback. There's a snap. Handoff over the right-hand side. Found some room. Got a crease. Gets down inside the 15-yard line. Pickup of almost 10 by London Florence. Short 2nd down for the Leopards.
Really good run there by Florence. Had tremendous vision. He just kept finding holes and just kept shifting and juking his way through the Bauxite defense. Got almost all the way down to the 1st down marker.
Got 7 minutes left to go in this half. Bauxite up 8-3, but Malvern threatening inside the Bauxite 20. Handoff again to Florence, going up the middle. He's going to be hit and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to lose 2 on that play. We'll bring up about a 3rd and 4.
Oh, look how
wow.
far it
It's got to be the angle, or we're having trouble. I mean the officials are having trouble with the spot. They're going to say they lost 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Leopards.
Jeez, that is not a favorable spot at all.
Big 3rd down play here. Malvern trying to take advantage of a Bauxite turnover. Quick out of the huddle. Sweep play to the left. Got a flag on the play. Parker falls inside the 10-yard line, which would be a 1st down, but we got a flag on the far side.
It's got to be on Bauxite.
By Dawson Dabbs. There is a flag on the play.
Officials are talking about what this is, illegal procedure against Malvern.
They can't run the play if that's true. It's a dead ball. These guys are beginning to become a joke.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. Hadn't been around here long enough to get too nasty. They're going to back it up. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Leopards. And if it was an illegal procedure call, Seth is more than correct. They should have stopped that play instead of letting it go.
I mean, if you're going to call it. But don't sit there after the play, throw the flag, and go, oh, well, I think I saw.
Here we go. Empty backfield. Trips right, Twins left. Freer alone in the backfield. Dropping back to pass. Got a little bit of pressure. Shakes a man. He's going to be brought down at the 30. Going to be a loss of 7 on the play. Long 4th down for the Leopards, and it looks like Parker Freer may be down.
On the tackle.
He's up and walking. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. He's up and, well, he was up and walking. Like Parker Freer banged up on that sack. And he doesn't want to, but he's going to have to come out of the game.
Man, that sack kills you. That takes you effectively out of field goal range. I mean, you just got to get rid of the ball there. But going back to this, if you'll notice, 99.9% of the flags coming on Malvern are coming from one guy, and he's standing on the sideline with a lot of white jerseys.
Excuse me, last week we had the same issue. The far side judge threw a can't remember what the flag was, but he threw it 3/4 of the way across the field from something he saw on the near side. I don't know if it's that position over there with a visiting team coach in your ear or what it is, but that's the 2nd week in a row we've had a problem with that far side line judge. Looks like the Leopards are going to let this play clock run down. It's down to 5.
Well, I think
got a 4th and 17. And the Leopards are going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back right after this. we're back to Claude Mann Stadium. Just to bring you up to date, 5:42 left to go in this first half. Bauxite is up 8-3. Malvern has the ball 4th and 17 from the Bauxite 31-yard line. Having some discussions of the penalties and when they take place and when they're called. Malvern was in scoring position, and because of a sack and a couple other issues, they've gotten themselves way back out of scoring position. So they're going to go for it, looks like, on a long 4th down play.
You essentially have to at this point.
Parker Freer back at quarterback. We've got twin receivers to each side. Quarterback looking to pass, and he is getting pressured again. He's going to be dropped at the 43-yard line by the Bauxite defense. Loss of 12 on the play. Turns the ball over to Bauxite.
Again, second play in a row.
Josh Siebert.
You can't take that sack. Throw it as far as you can out of bounds over a guy as you can if you have to. But you just gave up basically 20 yards of field position because you refused to get rid of the ball.
A turnover on downs. Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
Not to mention probably 3 points.
Bauxite, 2 men in the backfield. A receiver on each side, which is unusual for Bauxite. Quarterback's going to keep the ball over the left-hand side, and he's got some running room as he hits that edge.
What are you looking at, dude?
And there was a holding right there.
No, it wasn't a hold.
It was not a hold.
No, it wasn't a hold. It was I'm going to stare at this receiver even though he's doing nothing for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to turn around and go, oh, there's a guy running with the ball.
So it was a good block by the receiver.
Yeah,
big
very, very effective.
Pickup of almost 25 on that play by the Bauxite quarterback. Takes it into Leopard territory. 1st and 10 for Bauxite at the Leopard 35-yard line. Quarterback kept the ball and hit the edge on the left-hand side and picked up big yardage on that play. Going to try it on the right-hand side, but he's not going to find any room. Turns it back up toward the center. He's going to be stopped by the middle of that Leopard line. Pickup of 3 on the play. 2nd down for Bauxite.
Well, that time is a really good job by Braden Keeney setting that edge, not letting the quarterback get to the outside. All he can do is go back to the middle, and everybody stayed home and was waiting on him.
4:45 left to go in this first half. Bauxite up 8-3 over the Malvern Leopards in a game that is it's taken a long time. Handoff to the tailback, the left-hand side, breaks the tackle, picks up positive yardage.
That is a hold right there.
And then gets out to the 25-yard line. Pick up, lots of running, but a pickup of about 4 on that play. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Isaiah Beard makes the stop for the Leopards.
And they're going to say he picked up enough for a 1st down. Okay. I didn't think he picked up that much.
I don't know. I'm picking on the officials a lot, but our corner right there is getting his jersey ripped off. And
1st and 10 for Bauxite. Ball at the Leopard 24-yard line. Bauxite marching down the field. Quarterback hands off to the fullback. He's hit by the middle of that Leopard line, and they push him back. I can't see how they can give him a positive spot on that.
He will.
The middle of that Leopard line, Seth, is stepping up when need be, and they're closing those holes.
Dabs on the carry.
Yeah, that was, I believe, Jarvis Owens who came through right off the bat and hit him and held on for everybody else to drive him backwards.
2nd and 9 for Bauxite. Ball at the Leopard, inside the Leopard 24-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep the ball, follow his blockers over the left side of that line. Going to fall inside the 20. That's a pickup of 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for Bauxite.
He's just a very good runner in terms of following behind his blockers. I mean, he's inching out every little bit of room he has.
3:17 left to go in this first half. Bauxite with the ball, 3rd and 6 at the Malvern Leopard 20. We got a flag on the play.
Oh, it's magic.
Penalty prior to the
And
snap. Legal procedure.
Legal procedure against the Miners. Going to back them up 5, so that'll be 3rd and almost 10 for the Miners. And Bauxite's going to call a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back.
At MNB, we know that every customer is different. That's why we provide one-on-one guidance from our lending professionals. Our dedicated team understands the importance of taking that next step, and we offer our customers superior financial products and services. Put the strength and stability of MNB to work for you, with loan structures tailored to help you make sound financial decisions. Come see what banking with a real community bank feels like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
We are back to Claude Mann Stadium and David Alpe Field, where the Bauxite Miners lead the Malvern Leopards 8-3 with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. If you're thinking that it's 9:49 and we're only in the first half, there was an hour and 45-minute lightning delay because of bad weather coming through the area.
Rain still steadily falling.
Still steady rain. 3rd and 11 for Bauxite. Ball at the Leopard 25-yard line. Bauxite brings a man into motion like for jet sweep, but he pulls up and throws the ball, throws a wounded duck, falls down incomplete at the 4-yard line.
Thank goodness.
Bring up 4th and 11 for the Miners.
Elijah Cruz.
I'm not sure he was the one who should have been throwing that ball, though.
Well, I think the wet ball got him, but yeah, that was thankfully a duck because a receiver comes out, does a nice job of selling the block, then breaks off, and I mean, he's wide open.
He was kind of out there by himself.
Oh, he was, but that ball was quacking through the air.
Brings up a 4th and 11 for the Miners. They're at the Leopard 25-yard line. Bauxite looking to extend this 8-3 lead. Looks like there's no second thought about doing anything but going for it on 4th down. We've got a whistle and a timeout for Bauxite. So let's take it with them. We'll be right back.
Farmers Bank and Trust is proud to bring you Kasasa. What's Kasasa? It's an easy way to earn cash, no talent necessary. It's like a participation trophy that's actually worth something. You do everyday things, we reward you in cash each month. That's free Kasasa checking. Ask for free Kasasa checking at Farmers Bank and Trust.
We're back to Malvern Leopard football, and I'm going to let Seth share an interesting score from down southwest of here.
Well, you had Nashville coming up on top tonight over Arkadelphia, 28-23. And then in their first game as a 7-4A conference member, you had Harmony Grove beating Ashdown, 36-20.
Wow. And that was, well, it was at Harmony Grove. At least that's a little bit of a consolation. Where the Leopards will be next week. Here we go, big 4th down for the Miners, 4th and 11. Quarterback is back to pass, which Bauxite rarely does. Rolls to his right, has a man open inside the 10. And the second 4th down touchdown for the Bauxite Miners tonight.
Yeah.
To Elijah Cruz for the Bauxite.
It's very easy as a coverage guy to lock your eyes on the quarterback and quit following your man, and that was just an out route, and he just found the hole in the coverage, and there was nobody there to cover him.
We got 2:50 left to go in this first half. Bauxite takes a 14-3 lead over the Malvern Leopards.
That hurts. 4th and 11.
And Bauxite doing something. I think their leading receiver last year had 9 catches all season long, so it's not like they do a lot of passing. Bauxite on to attempt the extra point. Bad snap, but they get it down. The kick is up, but it is no good. Wide left. Score 14-3, 2:50 left in the first half. We'll stay here with it because I'm not quite sure we can get out of the commercial before kickoff. I'm not as good as Mike Chance on that. But we'll stay with it. Bauxite's going to kick the ball away to the Malvern Leopards.
That's just, your defense comes up with a big turnover, gives you a short field, take 2 consecutive sacks to knock you out of scoring position, and then Bauxite takes it down. Defense gets them to a 4th and 11 and then yields a touchdown. That's just a shot to the gut to Malvern. When you had momentum going, you're feeling pretty good about everything, and then it just flips on a dime.
Well, it's one of those things where you see with this young team how you hate to use the cliche, handle the adversity, because you're right, they were in position to score against Bauxite and end up giving up 7.
Yeah, you go from
6.
looking at a chance to take the lead to now being down 11.
Bauxite coming on to kick this ball away. 2:56 left to go in this first half. Bauxite Miners lead the Malvern Leopards 14-3 in this lightning delayed game. Some of you may not get to watch Jimmy Kimmel if you're going to stay with us tonight. We certainly hope you do. Will it be Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon? I get those two confused.
Yeah,
I mean, they're both late night hosts, so I don't guess you can go wrong.
You can't. Either Jimmy is good. Bauxite on to kick this ball away. Malvern ready. Knuckleball.
I think it was a foot slip.
I think it was too. I think he slipped his plant foot. Malvern
Another
receiver's going to find a hole. He's out over the 50, the 45, the 40. Nice move. And he's ran out of bounds at the Bauxite 37-yard line. Nice return again by K.J. Burks. He's been a spark plug tonight, Seth.
Oh, that poor kicker. He has a foot slip on the kick. Then the coverage teams are trying to bust their butt to get down there. They overrun the returner. He has a wide open lane to make a run. Kicker comes out as the safety trying to make the tackle, and he dropped something. I believe it was his ankles.
Nice return there by KJ. Sets the Leopards up in great field position. They've got the ball 1st and 10 at the Miner 38-yard line. 2:40 left to go in this first half. Plenty of time to answer that Bauxite Miner score. We got twins to the right, single receiver out to the left. Florence in the backfield with Parker. Fakes the handoff. Going to evade a tackler. Breaks another tackle out to the 35. Going to be taken down at the 33-yard line. Takes nothing and turns it into a pickup of 5.
Yeah, pressured pretty much immediately. And trying to take a deep shot there. Just runs out of time. Does a nice job of breaking tackles and eluding defenders to pick up a good gain on 1st down.
2nd and 5 for the Leopards. Ball at the Bauxite 34-yard line, almost.
We have 1 timeout left in about 2 minutes, so at some point we kind of got to be conscious of what the time's doing.
Leopards come to the ball. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Freer and Florence in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Freer's going to tuck it and run. He's going to pick up. Sure looked like he got back that line of scrimmage. That far line judge is not giving him any type of consideration. They're going to say he lost yardage on that.
Yeah, tough to think that was a lost yardage play.
3rd and 6 for the Leopards with that poor spot.
Clock still running now, 1:22. Malvern's still huddling.
Clock down to 1:15 to go in this first half. Empty backfield. Freer alone in the backfield. Looking to pass. Getting a little bit of a rush. Has a man who doesn't pay attention to the ball. The ball falls incomplete. 4th and 7 for the Leopards.
I don't know what to say.
It looked like he was run blocking.
I assume was a corner route, but no intention of looking for the ball there.
Little miscommunication here between the receiver and the quarterback. We got 1:07 left to go after the incomplete pass. The clock has stopped. Big 4th down play here for the Leopards. Freer alone in the backfield. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Freer looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, has a man open over the middle, overthrows him. Ball's intercepted at the 15-yard line by Bauxite. And we have a turnover with the interception. Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Got a minute left to go in his first half.
Steps up in the pocket. Probably had room to run to pick up the first down. Chooses to make the throw. Looked like a deep slant to even shallow post. Just overthrow right over the receiver's head, and safety's just sitting there, hits him dead in the chest.
Well, Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 18 with a minute left to go in this first half, and it looks like they're going to be in victory formation just to run this half out. Quarterback takes the knee, and he'll need to do that at least one more time.
Seth McDowell takes a knee.
2nd and 11 for Bauxite as they're just going to run this half out.
No hurry to set the ball.
Or start the play clock.
I mean, wow.
And they have started the play clock.
They ran 20 seconds off.
Bauxite will make one more play and take a knee.
Not that it matters or anything, but still, wow.
Second down, the quarterback takes a knee, and that's going to end this first half, this long first half that's almost 3 hours long, an hour, 45-minute lightning delay. We're going to go to the locker room at halftime. Bauxite Miners lead the Malvern Leopards 14-3 in this conference opener, and we'll be back. We are back getting ready for the kickoff. The Malvern Leopards are going to kick off the Bauxite Miners to start this second half. It was about a 10-minute halftime.
The ball up to start the second half for the Leopards.
To be honest, that didn't hurt my feelings.
The bands have disappeared after the lightning delay.
Yeah, come on. I'm just kidding. Oh. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding. Cervantes on to kick this ball away. Big, deep kick by Cervantes. He steps in the end zone, and they finally called a touchback. They missed that in the first half. So Bauxite will start with the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Malvern, Bauxite up 14-3 as we start this second half.
Do you get a sarcastic round of applause for that?
For what?
For the touchback call.
Very. Golf clap. It's nice that he was back there and saw that.
It's always good when people do their job.
It is. It is. Bauxite with the ball, 1st and 10, ball at their own 20 in that wing tee. Quarterback hands off the tailback on the right-hand side, and he's got a gap around the edge. It's a foot race. He's to the 40, to the 50. He stumbles, looks like he went out of bounds right at the Leopard 49-yard line. A pickup of 31 on the play. Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 in Leopard territory.
Yeah, that time Malvern unable to do something. They've done a pretty good job of most of the night, which is setting the edge out there. And when you don't set the edge and there's nobody out there, there's a lot of room to the outside. Nice job by Jacoby Hart to run him down and get him pushed out of bounds.
1st and 10 for Bauxite inside the Leopard territory at the Leopard 49-yard line. Handoff again, the tailback over the right side of that line. He's going to get hit and dropped. Looks like he only picked up maybe a short 2 on that play. He's going to bring up a 2nd down for Bauxite.
That's the crazy thing about that offense is you're going to have a lot of plays that are like that, 1, 2, 3 yards, and then you're going to have the occasional burst through where you get 20 to 30 yards.
2nd and 9 for Bauxite. Ball at the Leopard 48-yard line. Just started this second half. Bauxite up 14-3. Toss to the left. Going to cut it back up inside and finds a bit of a seam, but he's going to be stopped short of the first down marker. It'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for Bauxite.
Alex Noble does a good job there. He gets to the outside, forces him back to the middle where, the meat of your defense is, but unfortunately couldn't get him down quickly, and he made a good pickup there on 2nd down.
Alex Noble, our ISO player of the game, which we did that about 3 hours and 15 minutes ago.
For those of you keeping score at home.
For those of you keeping score. 3rd and 2 for Bauxite. We finally got a favorable spot. Looked like the center moved early, if that's possible. The quarterback laid on top of the center, just fell forward, but the way they've been spotting the ball tonight, I'm afraid to guess.
He looks like he's got it marked short. Yeah, they're holding up 4th down, but, this is a no-brainer. I wouldn't be surprised to see another quarterback sneak right here.
When you got a big old center like that, you just snap the ball and lay on his back and ride him.
Bauxite has Malvern where they want him, though. Apparently 4th down is their go-to play.
Well, their 2 touchdowns they've scored on 4th down. 4th and inches for Bauxite. The ball at the Leopard 40, inside the 40-yard line. And looks like we're going to have a timeout. Timeout Bauxite. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Let MMB help your business keep progressing by offering you state-of-the-art technology. MMB is big enough to serve the needs of your business, but still make local decisions quickly for Central Arkansas. We offer mobile banking, remote deposit, and treasury management solutions. All of this from your local community bank, where you can still drop in and talk with someone when you want to see a friendly face. MNB, what a real community bank feels like. Visit us online at mnbbank.com.
We're back to Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. Bauxite Miners lead the Malvern Leopards 14-3. Bauxite has the ball 4th and inches at the Leopard 40 in this 3rd quarter. We got 9:54 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bauxite still running that wing T offense. Quarterback steps back and hands off the tailback. He finds some room over the right-hand side. There's enough for a 1st down. He gets inside the Malvern Leopard 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I thought we were going to catch a break there. Quarterback actually turned right in, went face-to-face with the running back. Had kind of a difficult exchange, but still good enough blocking right there for the running back to get forward and pick up the 1st down.
And Bauxite on the move. Ball 1st and 10 at the Leopard 34-yard line. Toss to the left, cuts up, gets to the outside, get down to the 25-yard line. He picks up almost exactly 10 on that play. Depending on where the line judge sets this, he may be just a little short.
We got a flag.
We got a flag on the play.
Against the Miners.
Man, I can tell you this.
Holding against the Miners.
Alex Noble is doing a great job of getting outside, setting that edge, forcing it back. We just got to have a linebacker show up whenever he cuts back to make the play, and right now they're just not getting there.
Well, that was a fortunate time to get the holding call. Going to back the Bauxite Miners up 10. They go from having almost a 1st down at the 24 to having a 1st and 20 at the 45-yard line. Bauxite running that, as I've said several times tonight, running that wing T. Lots of misdirection, lots of fake handoffs. Quarterback drops back to pass, throws to man at the 30. Nice defensive play there by the Malvern Leopard, and a late flag comes in from the back judge. To me, it looked like the defender, of course, I am a homer, but it looked like the defender was playing all ball on that.
My favorite part of that is the guy who's supposed to make that call looks at it, says it's clean, and then the other guy looks at him and says, no, I'm going to call it.
Yeah, I'll call it from 20 yards away, and you know you're standing right on top of it.
Yeah, that was questionable at best.
Being stepped off against the Leopards. Pass interference.
Pass interference against the Leopards. They're going to step off 15 yards. And so not an automatic first down on pass interference?
It is first down.
It is first down. Now it's 1st and 7. 1st and 6 for Bauxite. Handoff to the tailback, finds a little bit of room, gets inside the 30. He's going to be stopped after a pickup of only about 2 on the play.
Dawson Dabbs on the carry. He's brought
Alex
down by
Noble comes
Daniel
up with his
Wooten.
helmet.
And we've got an equipment timeout. We've got a player with the helmet off, and he's got to get off the field. Bauxite's got to send somebody in for the player. 8:47 left to go in the third quarter. Bauxite Miners lead the Malvern Leopards 14-3. Bauxite inside Malvern Leopard territory. Fullback, tailback in the backfield for Bauxite. Going to keep the ball behind the pulling guard and got some running room. Gets hit right on top of the David Alpe Memorial Field marker. It's taken down, but it is enough for a first down.
Good run, good decision. He paid for it a little bit though, because he got stood up right there and dropped.
1st and 10 for Bauxite with the ball at the Malvern Leopard 22.
Well, imperative you get a stop here.
Malvern Leopards are going to jump offside. Give Bauxite 5 yards on that. You know, I'm surprised that Bauxite ran that and didn't keep it for a more opportune time of a 4th and short or 3rd and short.
Well, there's a thought to that they're not going to expect it on 1st and 10. And now you have a 1st and 5, so we've had play callers in the past that would call it a ton.
Anytime, anywhere.
That's right.
1st and 5 for Bauxite, ball from Malvern Leopard 17. Quarterback going to keep the ball behind the tailbacks. Got a blocker. He's got some room, and he is in for a touchdown.
Cedric Gall carries in for the Bauxite touchdown.
7:46 left to go in the third quarter. Bauxite extends their lead 20-3 over the Malvern Leopards. Seth, there was some good blocking on that play.
Yeah, this is one of those situations when you don't have anything good to say. It's just better not to say anything at all.
Just probably what your grandma told you. Bauxite on to attempt the extra point.
Turner Southard is attempting the point after out of the hold of Connor Stacy.
Ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. With
kick is
7:46 left to go in the third quarter, Bauxite extends their lead 21-3 over the Malvern Leopards. We will be back after this.
We're not flashy, not loud, not overexposed.
What Western Sizzlin offers is the best family dining value in town, period. Steaks, chicken, and fish, and the largest salad, food, and dessert bar for miles around. All priced for a family budget. This is what we've been and always will be, and we're very proud of it. Come eat with us at your hometown, Western Sizzlin in Arkansas.
We're back at Claude Mann Stadium, David Alpe Field. And Seth, I have to say at every game, you just got to love that David Basil.
David Basilhoff.
David Basilhoff. He was just right there in that Western Sizzlin commercial. And we certainly want you to eat at our Western Sizzlin, even in spite of David Basil.
Mike Bailey does a tremendous job.
Does an awesome job. And even though, you know, it may be a chain, it's a very locally ran and involved restaurant in our community. So
now has to-go parking.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So we pick on David, but we don't pick on our Western Sizzlin. Bauxite's on to kick this ball off. 7:46 left to go in the third quarter. Bauxite up 21-3. Kick is away. A knuckleball. Shoots through the Malvern Leopards' hands. Is going to be recovered at the 31-yard line. Malvern have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 31.
Yeah, had a player attempt to dive on it, and it just squirted right under him.
Leopards will put the ball in play.
Going to be good field position.
First down.
Probably scared to kick it deep after the past couple kick returns.
KJ Burks has burned them from some yardage in the last 2 kickoffs. Parker Freer brings the offense back out on the field. Looks like the Leopards are going to be in that empty backfield formation again. We got 4 wide receivers to the right-hand side.
They don't have enough to cover us out here. Oh, you got to snap that ball. You got to see that. Now they make an adjustment.
Now they shift. Play clock down to 2. Leopards get the ball off. Quarterback draw by Parker. Finds some running room. Falls forward. Picks up 6 on the play. Bring up 2nd down for the Malvern Leopards.
On the carry.
Yeah, nice job. You have everybody thinking you've got some kind of screen pass coming out there. Parker catches the snap, fakes the throw, and then gets upfield for a nice gain on 1st down.
2nd and 5 for the Leopards. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Seth, is it raining? I think
it is still raining.
Is it still raining?
Look in the lights.
I don't see it. Quads again to the right. Man back in motion. There's a snap. Parker finds his seam, but there's going to be a flag on the far side by our friend, the far side line judge. He fights for yardage. The line is pushing back and forth without a whistle from any official to call that play dead. Bauxite thinks they've stripped the ball out, but the officials are just late with the call, with the whistle. There's a flag on the play.
I mean,
and we got
another flag on the play.
We have some confusion on the field between the officials.
Bauxite apparently thinks she get 30 minutes during the play to try to strip it, even though his forward progress was stopped for, well, there wasn't a fumble guy, so chill out.
Seth is having a conversation with a Bauxite fan across the way.
It's an illegal procedure penalty against the Leopards.
Legal procedure against the Leopards. Just going to nullify all that, bring it back 5 yards. Still 2nd down, and I'm not well,
you lose the yardage we gained on 1st down. Now it's just 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for Malvern. Ball at their own 32-yard line.
Running out of places to shoot ourselves in the foot. May have to go to a different body part.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Brings H-back into the backfield. Play clock down to 4. Handoff up the middle. Looking for some room. Going to fall forward, pick up a long 2 on the play. And bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Leopards.
And you wonder how healthy London is. He's had some good runs tonight, but just hasn't been able to stay in the game consistently.
Empty backfield for Freer. Play clock down to 10. There's a snap. Freer looking to pass. He's going to have a little bit of pressure. Throws an out pass, and not quite sure why there was not a flag on that.
Parker Freer's pass intended for Christian Warren is incomplete.
Where I'm from, if you're a defender and you're not looking at the ball and you run through a receiver making a play on the ball, it's a penalty.
That's pass interference. 4th and 8 for the Leopards. The ball at their own 34-yard line.
Hey, back judge, where were you on that one?
Yeah, the back judge should have thrown his flag 20 yards to pick that one up. Just some inconsistency here for the officials. They looks like they were more affected by the delay than maybe the football players were. Leopards are trying to get on the field for this punt. Play clock is down to 5. There's a snap, kind of high and wobbly. Cervantes gets that punt away. He hits it, and it takes a good roll. Bauxite Minor gets out of the way and lets it roll. It's going to roll down right at the 20. Going to be stopped there. Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20, and we'll be back after this.
Welcome to Larry's.
Hey guys, my name is Garrett. I've been coming to Larry's Pizza here in Malvern ever since it opened. My favorite is baked potato, chicken honey mustard. I love it. Come on down to Larry's.
It's so good you don't even know.
Larry's Pizza has buffet Tuesday and Friday nights starting at 5 p.m. Call us here at Larry's Pizza for all your specialty and game day pizza needs.
We want the Malvern Leopards to have a successful football season.
Go Leopards!
We're back to action. Bauxite 1st and 10, ball at their own 20-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep the ball, follow his blockers, fall forward, pick up a 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Bauxite.
Brought down by Braden Kinney.
Just does a really good job of getting upfield fast. I mean, don't get me wrong, they did a very nice job of blocking, but I mean, he just, as soon as he sees the hole, there's no second guessing. He gets upfield and gets what he can get. And good, powerful run there for 6 yards.
2nd and 4 for Bauxite, ball at their own 26-yard line. Bauxite actually splits a receiver out to the left-hand side. Hand off to the tailback following his fullback. He finds a little bit of an opening, gets out past the first down marker, gets to the 33-yard line, first down for Bauxite. And if you're Bauxite, you have to want to just keep the ball grounded out, kill time, and keep Malvern off the field.
They're doing a good job. They're hooking Lambell and then blowing out the end, and that's creating that initial hole. And if they can get a man up in the second level and hit that linebacker, then it gives them a lot of room to run.
1st and 10 Bauxite, ball at their own 33-yard line. Got a Malvern Leopard that jumped into the neutral territory, so it's going to bring up 1st and 5 for Bauxite.
Well, not only do you make a mistake of jumping, you then stay over the ball and hit your head and let everybody in the world know that you did it. Just get back. They don't always call it if you get back.
1st and 5 for Bauxite. We've got 4:40 left to go in this third quarter. And this ball game seems like it's been going on all night long.
It seems like there's another song to that.
There is. Receivers on each side for Bauxite. Pitch to the left, looking for some running room. Gets through a hole, picks up 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 3 for the Miners.
Trayshawn Mormon made
nice
the
job by
tackle.
Trayshawn Mormon there to get over there and make that tackle.
Bauxite satisfied just to run this ball and run this clock down.
You know that, I mean, granted there was a long delay, but the rest of the first half went by pretty quickly. This third quarter has seemed to just drag.
2nd and 3. Quarterback keeps the ball, follows his tailbacks, and he pushes forward, picks up a first down, and he continues fighting, and they're going to let him fight down to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for Bauxite.
Yeah, if you're playing on a team, how much fire does it give you to see your quarterback carrying 3 or 4 of the defenders and fighting for extra yardage?
Absolutely.
Jarvis Owen.
That's one of those Brett Favre kind of things.
Brett Favre,
yes. 1st and 10 for Bauxite, ball at their own 49-yard line.
Are you wearing your copper fit?
No, I probably need to. Do they have it in a 3-piece suit?
I don't know. I have to call Brett and ask.
1st and 10 for Bauxite. They're up there in that wing T. They got a full house backfield. Quarterback's going to follow the fullback, and he just pulls people along, and he picks up 5 yards on the play into Malvern Leopard territory.
He was wrapped up in the backfield and drugged the guy 5 yards.
We'll give him a long 5 on that. Second and 4 for Bauxite. And they are moving inside Malvern territory. Kind of imposing their will right now.
Oh, that's absolutely what they're doing.
Handoff over the right-hand side. Running back finds the seam. He picks up 5 on the play. First down for Bauxite inside the Leopard 40. Seth, it looks like that left guard, when he pulls, he's kind of stepping back off the line just a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not up in the line as he typically is on the regular running play. He's kind of cheating back a little bit.
Well, right now, I mean, if you're Malvern, you just got to find a way to dig down deep. Tackles we were making earlier, now we're just kind of getting lazy with hands, and they're running through hand tackles, arm tackles like it's nothing, and picking up big chunks yard after yard, or gain after gain.
1st and 10, hand off to the fullback. He's met there by the defensive line, pushes forward almost for 2, 2nd down for Bauxite.
Easton Sandage on the carry. He's brought down by Jason Lambell.
Had a little Ron moment, couldn't get my words out.
2nd and 8 for Bauxite. Ball at the Leopard 36.5. Receiver split out wide to the left. Quarterback's going to keep it over the left-hand side. Got a little bit of room. Picks up 4 on the play. Picks up a short 3rd down.
He's brought down by Braden
Takes the snap, kind of steps back, lets his blockers pull around and get in position, then just follows them up perfectly. And you see again, nice gain.
We're inside a minute and 20 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Bauxite up 21-3. Bauxite 3rd down and 4. The Leopard 32-yard line. Looks like a change in play. Look over at the coaches. Hand off the tailback, find some room. They're finding those seams and creases. It looks like he's going to have pick up a 1st down. Picks up almost 5 on the play.
A good 2nd and 3rd effort by the tailback there. It had him probably short of the line, and he just kept spinning and fighting for every little bit of yardage he could get. And he gets just enough to pick up that 1st down.
Outside, 1st down.
First and 10 Bauxite. Ball at the Malvern Leopard 28-yard line. Bauxite looking to extend a 21-3 lead. Full house backfield. That's the type of formation we played when I was in high school. Seth?
Bringing back fond memories.
Bringing back fond memories. And there hits that line on the left-hand side and picks up positive yardage. Once again, that 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Well, that time you saw Malvern stand him up, and the guy that's on the inside
down by Daniel Luton.
Looked like it was Daniel Luton. Goes for the strip. He starts trying to rip the ball out, knowing that his teammates got him set up, and that's exactly what Malvern needs at this point. This slow, methodical drive just grinding you down. If you can find a way to get the ball back in the offense's hands, you still have somewhat of a chance.
Well, I think Bauxite's going to be satisfied to go and take this into the 4th quarter. We'll take this break with them. We'll be back for the 4th quarter. Bauxite 21, Malvern 3.
We're not flashy, not loud, not overexposed.
What Western Sizzlin offers is the best family dining value in town, period. Steaks, chicken, and fish, and the largest salad, food, and dessert bar for miles around. All priced for a family budget. This is what we've been and always will be, and we're very proud of it. Come eat with us at your hometown, Western Sizzlin in Arkansas.
We're back to Claude Mann Stadium and David Alpe Field, and if I said Memorial earlier in this game, I sincerely apologize. It just gives something for Mike Chance to talk about. Fake pass, Statue of Liberty play, handoff around the left-hand side. Bauxite Miner's going to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, actually looked like he had a ton of room to run out there, and nice pursuit to get over there. I mean, it's still a huge play for Bauxite, but way to not give up on the play and put a pretty good hit on him.
1st and 10 Bauxite, ball at the Malvern Leopard 17. Start of the 4th quarter. The Bauxite up 21-3. Maybe I can be forgiven since we've been here since 7 o'clock.
I forgive you.
3 hour and 39-minute game. I just hope Coach Alpe will forgive me. 1st and 10, Bauxite, ball to the Malvern Leopard 17-yard line. Bauxite looking to extend this lead. Hand off to the fullback, follows the blockers, finds some running room, breaks through some arm tackles, and touchdown Bauxite.
Yep, that's just tackles we were making earlier tonight, and just as the game's worn on, Bauxite kids are still running hard, and we're just not wrapping up as good as we were.
With 11:13 left to go in this game, Bauxite extends their lead 27-3, and they're on to attempt the extra point. You know, Seth, I have to have a blunder like that at least once a game to give us something to talk about at Lions Club.
No, I hear you.
Ball's down, kick is up, a little bit of a knuckleball, but it looks like it slips right through. 11:13 left to go in the game, and Bauxite Miners extend their lead 28-3 over the Malvern Leopards. And we'll stick with it.
You know, you just you don't ever want to dread on the pass, but you just go back to earlier in the game. Your defense creates a turnover, gives you a really short field. It's 8-3 at that point. Got a chance to punch it in, take the lead, or at least come away with a field goal. End up taking a sack on 3rd down and a sack on 4th down. Then Bauxite takes the length of the field and scores on a 4th and 11 play. And, I mean, that's
a huge shift.
That's really where the game swung. At that point, you know, Malvern had kind of come back out after the rain delay, hit them in the mouth a little bit, had some momentum going.
Had some excitement on the sideline.
And it just since that kind of shift in momentum, has just never been able to find our way back to it.
Bauxite on to kick this ball away.
Southard has teed the ball.
Another knuckleball knocked down by the first line of defense there, and Malvern covers the ball to 39. Malvern will start with good field position at their own 39, 1st and 10.
Yeah, we'll say knocked down.
Kick is down by
That's one of those makes me think of the water boy when he was looking for who he wanted to hit the onside kick on. He finds the guy. I'm not saying that was London by any means, but
bounced it off of him.
He just drove it right at him. I'm not accusing London of looking like he was scared or anything, but it
certainly looked like he was a target of that.
That's just what it reminded me of.
1st and 10 for the Leopards. Twins to the left, single receiver out to the right. Parker hands off the ball to London Florence. He's got some running room, looking for a blocker on that edge, and he's going to run out of bounds inside Bauxite territory at the 45-yard line. Nice run there by London Florence.
Yeah, he's had a few really nice runs tonight, and that kind of gives you a little bit of hope going forward as he continues to get more and more healthy. But that shows you what he can do, and, you know, if we did have him at full strength, and that would be just a whole nother weapon that we could use. And Parker right now is really our main runner. It has been for the past few weeks.
1st and 10, ball at the Bauxite 45-yard line. Bunch to the left. Parker's going to keep the ball and get hit behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up a long 2nd down.
It's one of those that, you know, as a quarterback on an option play, you want to try to hold on to it as long as you can to draw the defender and then pitch it. And I think he just waited a half second too long. I think he wanted to pitch it, but just got hit before he could release it.
2nd and 13 for Malvern. Ball at the Bauxite 48-yard line. Twins to each side. Parker hands the ball off to London again. He gets hit in the backfield, trying to get around, find some positive yardage, and he does. He ends up turning a sow's ear into a silk purse. Picks up positive yardage on the play, and we got a flag over on the Bauxite sideline.
A little bit of a scrum.
We're going to see what our friend over there is going to call.
I guarantee you it's unsportsmanlike on Malvern, I can tell you right now.
Flag on the play at the end of the play.
You got to love how they gather right by the Bauxite coaches.
Exactly. Well, maybe they're discussing if they're going to Larry's Pizza or Western Sizzling for dinner after the game. Of course, as late as it is, they're closed.
Yeah, no,
Well, they can't go anywhere else.
I had to hit up the 24-hour McDonald's or the Waffle House.
That's right. Big Red. Still haven't seen any kind of signals out of the officials for the flag. The official picks it up.
Points towards Malvern.
Do these officials know how long we've been here tonight?
I think right now they're trying to figure out who's on first.
And they're walking back toward the Malvern
penalty
side of the field.
Stepped off against the Leopards.
Unsportsmanlike against the Leopards. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Takes the ball back into Leopard territory, where it will bring up a 3rd and about 18 for Malvern. You hate to say it, Seth, but another time we've shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, got a pretty big run. Give yourself a 3rd and manageable, and emotions get the best of you, and you do something you shouldn't. Now you're backed up.
Handoff once again to London Florence. He's got room. He's got lots of room. He gets down past the first down marker down to the 30. Huge run there by London Florence. Pick up a first down for the Malvern Leopards back inside Bauxite territory.
One positive about that is he's probably still steaming over the last play and getting the penalty, so does a nice job of making up for his penalty and gets a good hard run right up the middle. Nice hole opened up by that line, too.
1st and 10 for the Leopards inside Bauxite territory. We got 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this game. 28-23 Bauxite lead. Malvern hoping to cut into that lead. Handoff again to London, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage.
The old combo name there?
London Lawrence, yes.
Been there.
London Florence on the carry.
Been there, done that.
He's brought down by Derek Thomas.
Just an outstanding play by the Bauxite defender there. Meets him in the backfield and drives him back.
A loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. Ball at the Bauxite 33-yard line. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Handoff again to London. Looks like we got a helmet on the field. London gets right back to the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Leopards.
I think that's one of those things that if this was an NFL game, that'd be a 15-yard penalty for hands to the face. Maybe not 15-yard penalty.
Well, the first half it was a pro game because you could bring the ball out of the end zone.
Exactly.
3rd and 10 for the Leopards. Ball at the Bauxite 31-yard line.
Consistency is key, except when it's not.
Bunch to the left. Handoff to London again. Going to be brought down for a loss on the play. Loses 1 on the play. 4th and 11 for the Leopards.
He's brought down.
Great individual play there by Carson Collins. Just gets a hand on London and keeps hanging on until he's able to bring him down.
Big 4th down here for the Leopards. Sure would like to get a score on the board. We've got twin receivers to each side of the field. Florence and Freer in the backfield. Throws the ball over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Bauxite. Bauxite player has kind of a convoy with him. He breaks away from the only defender that could have stopped him. Touchdown, Bauxite on a pick 6.
Freer's pass is intercepted by Eason Sandy. He
I'm
goes in
not sure
for
if that was
touchdown.
deflected or just a nice play, I guess.
Looked like the ball was a little overthrown by Parker. 9:12 left to go in this game. Bauxite extends their lead 34-3.
Was it a screen pass?
Our crack spotter, Steve Laverne, says it was not deflected.
Nice. Just trying to get benefit of the doubt.
Turner Southard is in to
But,
take the point out of the hold of Connor Stacy.
Bauxite on to attempt the extra point. And bad snap rolls through the holder's hands, and ball is still loose. Picked up by Malvern. And it's going to be blown dead. The one-point conversion fails, so the lead stays 34-3 Bauxite with 8:12 left to go in this game. And Seth, it's you got a few more minutes left to play, but it's looking like maybe we need to talk about Harmony Grove, Haskell, Harmony Grove, Benton, Harmony Grove, Harmony Grove next week.
And that's a
surprising night from them.
Everything is different week in and week out, but I have to take notice at what they did tonight, and impressive win over an Ashdown team. So there is no bye weeks or any sure things in this conference, and if you want to get a win, you better come ready to play next week.
And it is the toughest conference in 4A, if not of all of high school football. And it's a short drive, folks, and the Malvern Leopards need your support. So if you're looking for something fun to do next Friday night, join us at Haskell, Harmony Grove, Haskell, Benton, Harmony Grove, to see the Leopards play them. It's going to be fun next week.
Harmony.
And knuckleball kickoff going to be picked up at the 18-yard line by Malvern Leopard, and he's trying to find a little running room, make something happen. I believe that's KJ again. He's had a couple of really nice kickoff returns tonight, but there's just too many defenders in his face.
That was beginning to look like shades of Joe Adams against Tennessee that day.
He's brought down by
almost.
We're close.
We're close.
We're not close.
First down.
I'm talking about the Razorbacks.
I was going to say, thank you, Brett.
Yeah.
Leopards have the ball 1st and 10 inside their 16-yard line after the interception return by Bauxite. 8 minutes left to go in this game. And Seth, has been a long game.
It's definitely been a long second half. Still in shouting, only 11 down at halftime. That was anybody's game. And just
hand off again up. London Florence fights across over the 20, picks up 5 on the play.
Yeah.
Nice pickup there.
Really unable to get anything going in the second half whatsoever.
He's brought down by Ben Brown.
2nd and 5 for the Leopards. Ball at their own 21-yard line.
On the bright side, we may have one of the best kickers in 4A.
I would agree with that. Michael was a solid kicker last year, and he was looking like an all-state kicker this year.
Looking like a pretty good punter, too.
Yeah, great punter, yeah. Hand off to London again. He's got some running room. He's turned on the Jets. He's down inside the 40-yard line. Nice run there by London Florence. Gets down to about the 44-yard line. Big pickup. Run of about 23 there, Seth.
Yeah, just tremendous hole opened up. London does a nice job of turning on the Jets, getting to the outside. Nice play by the last Bauxite defender to get there and push him out.
Ball will be spotted at the
Always got to be conscious over there. If you're not in the game, pay attention. That guy got blasted by London, and all you got to do is move. You see him coming.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention over there.
1st and 10 for the Leopards. Ball at their own 43-yard line. Trips to the left. Parker's going to keep the ball this time. Try to follow behind the center. Just gets past the line of scrimmage. 2nd for the Leopards.
Really fortunate we still have the ball right there because London was pulling as hard as he could. Parker was trying to pull out late, and it looked for a minute there that it was in nobody's hands and sandwiched between them. But regardless, we'll take the yard and keep going.
2nd and 9 for the Leopards, and all this movement of the ball is giving your dad something to do. Keep him awake.
There you go.
Keeping the stat man awake.
Pushing the pencil.
Trips left. Single receiver to the right. Freer back at quarterback. Out pass. Just thrown past the fingertips of Dallas Lewis. Falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're trying to set up a screen there to a speedy Dallas Lewis. If you can get him the ball in space, then a lot of times he can turn those Jets on and make it into a really big play. And that time I think Parker just leads him a little bit more than Dallas was really expecting.
3rd and 9 here for the Leopards. We've got 6:35 left to go in this game. trips to the left. Parker's rolling to his left, looking for a receiver. He got a man open at the 47 and steps back a little bit. Looks like depends on where they're going to spot his forward momentum. And they're going to give him to the 46-yard line. Picks up 2, brings up a 4th and 7.
Yeah, you're running a little out route there, and throw kind of brings him back, and when he catches it, his momentum's going back towards the line of scrimmage, which is always hard to try to correct that.
Speaking of Michael Cervantes, who was our ISO player last week.
Good choice.
Cervantes is back on to punt. Play clock is down to 7. There's a snap. Big punt by Michael. Hits it about the 18-yard line. Leopards let it roll.
Unfortunately, we got another flag at the line of scrimmage.
Michael Cervantes' punt is down. That's
And
the
there is
10-yard line
laundry
by
on the
Dallas
field.
Lewis. There was a flag on the play.
And it's by guess who?
Yep.
Our friend across the way.
And we will be punting again.
And it's a legal procedure against the Leopards.
A legal procedure against the Leopards.
The punt's so nice, you're going to do it twice.
You know, I think in referee school, he really grasped the concept
Keep
of
the people
a
on your sideline
a legal
happy.
procedure.
And that one too.
Yeah.
Lesson 1, lesson 2.
Yes.
Got it. I'm ready for my stripes.
All right, brings up a 4th and 12 now for the Leopards. Cervantes still on the punt. We're going to do this again.
Bold strategy by the back judge. He's still got the ball spotted back there, looking like he's lost. There you go, buddy. Welcome to the game.
You shouldn't laugh.
But he spots that offensive pass or that defense pass interference. He saw it.
Kind of a floating snap. Bauxite went for the block, but Cervantes got it away. Going to hit and roll again, and it's almost, well, it's going to roll dead right around the 20. Bauxite will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
It'll be first down for Bauxite.
You know, it's a wonder Cervantes hadn't got a pump block tonight. That snap is shooting straight up in the air. By the time he catches it, he's got people right in his face, and he's having a short leg and doing a tremendous job of still getting good punts off of it.
Some of those snaps have been floaters.
Yeah, to say the least.
Bauxite with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. We got 5:24 left to go in this game. Bauxite is up 34-3, and I'm predicting they run the ball.
Pretty strong chance.
There's a handoff up the middle, and the fullback's fighting for yardage, and he pulls 3 Leopards 13 yards and gets a first down.
Yes, he did. Contact right at the line of scrimmage.
You call those yaks?
Yeah.
Yards after contact?
Yeah, I'm used to yaks being yards after catch, but that's
a yak too.
I do, yeah. I prefer to work on my gers and furs.
1st and 10, Bauxite, ball at their own 33-yard line. Toss to the right, running back has a little bit of room. Leopards in pursuit. He picks up 13 on the play, another first down as Bauxite moves the ball to their own 48-yard line.
Logan DeBoer.
We do have a whole lot of new fresh faces on the field right now for both Bauxite and Malvern.
There are a lot of clean jerseys out there for Bauxite.
Maybe a little wet, but clean nonetheless.
Bauxite comes to the line of scrimmage, ball 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Hand off to the fullback right up the middle, and he fights for about 5 yards on the play. 2nd down, Bauxite inside Leopard territory.
Hayden Edwards on
Tobias
the carry.
Mendenhall
He's
on the
brought
tackle.
down by Tobias Mendenhall.
Used to be a running back for the Steelers, had the last name Mendenhall. Rashad.
Rashad Mendenhall. That's good.
Wish there was a running back for the Steelers named Le'Veon Bell, but that's a different conversation.
4 minutes left to go in this game. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4 for Bauxite. Handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it behind the running backs. Fights for yardage, and they're going to automatically just spot him past the down marker.
Tobias Mendenhall on the tackle again.
On the carry.
It's padding the stats.
By Tobias Mendenhall.
We're down to 3:45 left in this game. And Bauxite with, I think Bauxite and Malvern both have their subs in right now, getting some valuable playing time and experience for some of the younger folks.
You saying we went to a varsity game and a JV game broke out?
I believe for this series it did. Handoff to the fullback, fighting for yardage. And he is going to pick up more than enough for a first down. Gets inside the Leopard 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Bauxite.
That's a good-sized kid running right there.
Thomas on the carry. He's brought down by Tobias Mendenhall.
Tobias is all over the place.
I'm telling you, baby. He's going to be the leading tackler for the end of the night.
Tobias is one of the first kids I met when I started at the college. He was with one of our manufacturing camps. Good kid. 1st and 10 for Bauxite. Ball to the Leopard 35-yard line. 3 minutes left to go in this game. Hand off to the tailback over the left-hand side, and he's got some running room. He finds a seam, and he's going to pick up almost 7 on that play. Short second down for Bauxite.
He's brought down by Malik
Relaford on the tackle that time. Coming up from safety, making a good tackle.
2nd and 3 for Bauxite. Ball to the Leopard 28-yard line. Handoff again, that big fullback, and he's got some room. As Keith Jackson say, he's rumbling and bumbling down the field. He gets past the first down marker, first down for Bauxite.
Is that like was Mike Allstott?
Yes.
Back in the days of NFL primetime.
1st and 10 for Bauxite. Ball at the Leopard 20-yard line. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this long game that had a 1 hour and 45-minute delay. And they're going to take a knee. Bauxite has gone into the victory formation
Connor Stacy takes a knee
to end this game. Seth, what can you take away from this game that you can improve on for next week as we've traveled just up the road to Haskell, Harmony Grove, Haskell, Benton, Harmony Grove, Harmony Grove?
I think you got to take away that you were right there. You were in the game for most of the first half. It was only 14-3 at the end of the first half, but had a golden opportunity to get the lead, possibly take the lead into the half, and you just got to learn to finish. 14-3 is not the end of the world, especially if you come out and get you a quick stop, get the ball back, punch it in. You just got to keep fighting. You can't give up. That score is not insurmountable, but if you don't put the effort out to keep fighting and get back into it, then it quickly becomes that. But
something that the coach said during the coaches show, it says we're having just a hard time scoring. And at times Malvern was moving the ball fairly productively, and it was just taking and I'm not sure if it's focus or if it's what it is to not shoot yourself in the foot and take yourself out of scoring position and then not get any points.
We did. We had a lot of unnecessary penalties. It does not help that we have not really had a full roster of healthy running backs, and we've kind of had to makeshift our offense to really what we're used to having to do. And, sometimes that can come back to haunt you. And, little things, these short passes and catches, making sure you watch the ball all the way in, blocking assignments. Just, 1 or 2 things here or there, this game could have been a lot different. But, at this point, you got to watch the film, you got to learn from it, and you got to get ready for what apparently is going to be a fight in Haskell Harmony, Benton Harmony Grove, Haskell Harmony Grove.
Harmony Grove.
And that's the ball game.
So that's the ball game.
Bauxite 34,
Bauxite's going to
Malvern 3.
leave Claude Mann Stadium
Tomorrow morning
and
at
Dave
9
Alpe
o'clock,
Field.
the elementary
Make sure I
will be
get
in
that
action at
exactly
Westside.
right. I won't be embarrassed about
Fourth
that.
grade at 9
With a
o'clock,
34-3
fifth grade, sixth grade
victory
game.
as the
On Monday
rain
night,
starts to
junior
fall
varsity will be
again.
in